Looks like we do have both hatches secured. In just a minute, we're going to listen in here if we've got clearance to dive.
Now, dive.
Alright, so you guys heard that. We did get our clearance to dive. Going to be slowly making our way down towards the bottom. Got a depth gauge right here, another one way in the back, or way up in the front as well. No, it says about 4 or 5 feet. We're actually still on the surface right now. The sensor for that gauge on the bottom of the submarine. Once we hit about 20 feet, that's when we'll be fully submerged. So you will see that number go up as we make our way down. But I do have excellent visibility today. You guys take a look straight down, you can just barely already make out the bottom down there. That's probably about 60 or 70 feet down. So really good visibility. You guys might already see a few fish swimming around. Those sort of small, kind of skinny schooling fish. Those are called mackerel scat. That's a fish we commonly see up at the surface like this. Once we get further down, probably won't see too much of those, but it should be lots more reef fish down by the bottom. So I was talking about those headsets earlier. If you guys speak English, you don't need them. I'll be doing the live English narration on this dive today. We do have Chinese on channel 0, Japanese on channel 1, Korean on channel 3, and Spanish on channel 4. See those on the port side right now. Starboard side, getting a look in just a moment. These were designed and built by students and professors at the University of Hawaii. They're built mostly out of concrete and a little bit of PVC pipe. So one of the biggest reasons for placing down artificial reefs is to help facilitate coral growth, which is a little ironic because, as I'm sure you guys can see, there's almost no coral on these structures here. They didn't realize at the time that the concrete used to build them is too porous, so it doesn't support coral. That's okay though, because we also put them down here to increase the fish populations, which they obviously did accomplish. You guys got tons more fish right around this area. You guys probably saw a lot of the goatfish down there. It's kind of a small yellowish fish. You can see they have one yellow stripe. They tend to hang out down on that sandy bottom. actually the kind of seaweed used for making sushi. Now, obviously, the ones here don't really have any seaweed growing on them. That's not surprising because the water here is too warm and also a little bit too salty. But if these were placed down in Japanese waters or in somewhere else like the north coast of California, they would be covered in seaweed. The ones we have here mostly just serve as a habitat for different species of fish. We tend to have a lot of giant trevally here. Those are going to be the medium-sized silvery fish you can see swimming around. Giant trevally are actually one of the top predators in this area, kind of the big bullies around here. The ones we see here normally are actually pretty small. They're the juveniles. The biggest one ever recorded was about 6 feet long and almost 200 pounds. So as you can see, these guys are definitely on the small side comparatively. Part of our dive today. See down here at 101 feet. Might get a little bit deeper than that, but this reef, or this spot that we head to, tends to be the deepest part of our dive. Once we head over to the next reef, it's going to be a little bit shallower. So while we're here at these airplanes, you guys got a chance to snap a picture of that depth gauge.
Wow.
You guys looking at that first airplane on the port side right now. Both the airplanes down here are Mitsubishi YS-11s. People always ask if they were shot down in World War II. The answer to that question is no. These are actually both inter-island passenger airplanes, just taking people back and forth between the different Hawaiian islands. Eventually, the company that they flew for went out of business, and they were sold to Atlantis because we wanted to sink them down here as artificial reefs. There's that second airplane on the port side again, and then after we pass that, we'll spin around, and then you guys on the starboard side can see.
Wow.
So if you guys lost your bearings, right now everyone on the port side's looking basically straight offshore out of the ocean. Starboard side's looking kind of back towards shore. And we're pointing sort of towards Eva Beach, and behind us is more towards Diamond Head. But we're going to be doing a big U-turn very shortly and be heading back the other direction. Towards the stern. And as we pass that ship, you guys on the starboard side, if you look way off in the distance, might actually see the next reef that we're going to be making our way to in just a moment. It's actually another sunken ship. There's two down here. So it's kind of far away right now, but after we make this second pass on the YO257, we're going to go check that one out as well. So we'll be getting a closer look at that in just a little bit. Over here at the YO257, you guys probably see a lot of the small white fish with orange around the edges. Those are called pyramid butterfly fish. They're known as an indicator species. Really all that means is they're just very fragile fish, so they die off really easily if the reef that they live at has anything toxic in it. So it's always good seeing them here. It lets us know this is a happy, healthy reef. give the San Pedro maybe 5 or 10 more years before it's just a big pile of steel. But as you can see, the fish don't seem to mind. Guys might even see, got Hawaiian green sea turtle still down there on the deck. Kind of hard to see, but it's down there. Every once in a while we have turtles down by the ship, so it provides a little bit of shelter from the current. That way they can come down here and sleep without worrying about being blown away.
Oh man, he's resting.
Alright guys, so that was our last reef.